What Shannon Sharpe is being accused of got me looking at Shannon Sharpe in a whole nother way. First question I want to ask, is Shannon Sharpe a creep or is this a shakedown? Recently, Shannon Sharpe was just accused, and I'm a firm believer in you shouldn't just throw out accusations, and I'm a firm believer in looking at both sides of the story. Now, both sides of the story that's laid out. This woman, when she was 20 years old, claims that twice there was a situation where Shannon Sharpe put her in a situation that was violation, okay? Twice, October and in January when she was 20 years old. First thing I want to ask is, what is a 56-year-old man doing with a 20-year-old? Let's start there. What is a grown-ass man doing with such a young woman, and why do people not even care to even acknowledge it? And then you even got people like Envy saying things like this.
It says he is 56 years old.
But were they actually a couple?
Yes, they were. They were doing whatever this dance was.
He was 50 and she was 19.
56. 54.
54 and she was 19 years old.
So listen, and crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. So yes, whatever they were doing at the time, according to Shannon Sharpe, it was consensual, but she's looking at it a different way.
But that's not against the law because she was of age. So even though she was 19, that's not against the law.
Find you one woman and settle your ass down, okay?
I agree with you, but it's not against the law. He can as long as the person's over a certain age, it is not against the law. So legalities, that's not against the law.
I'm with you.
It don't feel right, but for himself, it's not against the law.
I'm with you. I'm just saying a 54-year-old man is supposed to be laid up with his wife and kids somewhere. Hell, maybe even have a couple of grandkids. I don't want to be chasing no young girl.
Because what are the conversations like? What are the conversations? If I'm 54 and you 20.
That's what I thought about. Like, what do y'all even talk about?
I don't agree with
signs of a stroke.
But all I'm gonna say is when you see all these white people do it, Leo DiCaprio, Seinfeld, Hugh Hefner, Joaquin Phoenix, John Mayer, when they date young girls, nobody says anything. I'm not saying it's right, but it's not against the law.
But hearing Envy defend that was so creepy because Envy also has a daughter and Envy is also a father, and all these people always talk about how they're pro. Being a father and all that, but don't want to stick up into these situations. Why not call them out on it being weird? Why try to defend the one thing, it's legal? That's creepy. But anyway, it doesn't stop there with this situation. The situation is at a point where she's suing for $50 million, okay? And she's also an OnlyFans model, and she's also smart. She's not your typical. So you guys out here want to deal with these younger women and think, you gonna manipulate them, and nah, bro, they more trained, they more knowing what's going on, and what they trying to do is get that bread. And if you don't know that they trying to get that bread, you a fool. Just write Fulio Iglesias in the comments, okay? This conversation I'm about to drop right now is gonna let you know exactly why you should not be dealing with a young ass woman, because she's gonna do young ass shit. Let's get into the video.
I don't know, anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Some of y'all creeps that be in the comments and y'all be preying on other people's daughters and young women. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with this, and y'all see this is nothing wrong. The reality is that it's who she is. Had he been saying this to a grown woman, I won't complain. What I got to say? He's saying this to a grown woman. That's not a grown woman. She was a young kid, 20 years old. She's a kid. So at the end of the day, he got himself into the situation because he chose to deal with that young-ass white girl. And by dealing with that young-ass white girl who recorded that phone call that we just heard, this is what she's trying to get that man on. Now, I'm not going to sit here and just side all the way with her because I don't know everything that went down, and I also want to express what Shay Shay had to say about himself as well.
Family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup. Coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
I'm going to tell you, once I heard what Shay Shay said, a key name stuck out, bro. Tony Buzbee. The real people that know who Tony Buzbee is know that this is the same dude that was connected to the whole Jay-Z situation. The whole situation where he tried to fabricate Jay-Z as this big, PDF and basically slander his name, and it just did not go in the way that we thought it was going to go. When it started, everybody was like, oh my God, but then when it ended, it didn't go the way that it was going to go.
In tonight, Houston attorney Tony Buzbee has dropped a lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z tied to an alleged rape of a 13-year-old girl that allegedly happened at the MTV Music Awards back in 2000. It's one of several suits against Diddy Buzbee has filed in recent months, but the only one that also targeted the Rock Nation mogul and husband of Beyonce. In a statement released just minutes ago, here's what Jay-Z said, in part, quote, "The civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale they created was laughable if not for the seriousness of the claims. I would not wish this experience on anyone. The trauma that my wife, my children, and loved ones and I have endured can never be dismissed." We reached out to Buzbee's team. So far, we've not heard back.
So this same demon guy who goes around just, trying to put black people in jail for no reason and slander black people's name and get money out of it, got caught up in that situation looking like a fool, and now the lawsuit was reversed on him, and now they're putting pressure on him so that this don't happen. But he don't stop there. Now he gets with this girl, Gabby Zaninga, whatever her name is, and now she's searching for this stuff. The phone conversation is nasty. It's nasty not because he said what he said. It's nasty because she tried to walk him down the line, and he didn't catch it. He's so old, he can't even catch the fact that this girl trying to set your ass up. You understand what I'm saying? Now, everybody's going to have their view on how this should go and what it should go. But in all reality, I'm standing on principle. And as a father who don't want to see no grown-ass men talking to my niece or nothing like that, I'm not feeling that at all. Now, one more thing is that, on The Breakfast Club, one of the hosts actually talked to the lawyer. And this is actually what he had to say about the whole situation. So let's let him get his side, and then I'm going to have a final thought on everything.
He is a liar. He never even actually saw it. It wasn't even referenced or referred to in the case we filed. But now that his lawyer has breached the mediation agreement that Mr. Sharpe's counsel insisted upon, it should be known that there is indeed a video. The video was shown to his lawyers at a mediation. The video was also made available to Mr. Sharpe for him to personally view it in full at my office. He didn't want to view it. He chose to offer a substantial amount of money instead, which my client ultimately rejected. So then I said, well, wait, y'all mediated? Because that means that
this shit been going on. Like, he been knew about this.
Been wanting to, like, there was possibly a settlement. Like, there's been conversations, right? Like, y'all didn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah, but common sense lets you know that, though. These lawsuits don't just drop. Like, they always reach out to your team beforehand to let you know
that we're about to put this out.
I want to start this part of the conversation by writing goalposts, because everybody's going to move the goalposts in the way that they feel to make them better. If it's going to make you look bad, let's adjust the goalposts a little bit to not make it look as bad. I'm not going to adjust the goalposts, and I'm going to stick at one thing. He is too old to be with this young woman. That's it. She has a dad that is probably her age, and I think that as her dad, her dad should feel a way about the situation. But we're not here to talk about her relationship with her dad. We're here to discuss what decision that this man is making. And I would just hope that Shannon Sharpe would make better decisions with all these people looking up to him. They look up to him, they honor what he got to say, and it's like when we look up to these people, this is the things that they participate. Now, let me know your view on this whole situation. I gave y'all a lot to unpack on this. Y'all let me know your views on this. I feel how I feel. Anything else that comes out on this, I am going to be bringing it up to date. Make sure y'all subscribe at the top bell, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.